Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another bite-sized movie review. Today we'll be taking a look at the 2019 live-action version of Kim Possible, a very beloved Disney Channel original animated series from 2002. And Kim Possible, honestly, is one of my favorite animated series. It's possibly my favorite Disney animated series. I've recently revisited, and I think it's even better now than it was back then. Um, but this is the live action version. We'll talk about the animated version another time. Um, but yeah, this is kind of this. It's kind of like this separate thing from the original timeline. So the original Kim Possible aired from 2002 to 2007. We had two TV movies and four seasons. And so this movie is kind of its own thing. So it's taking the original kind of inspiration of Kim Possible, her life, and it's kind of updating it for the modern age. So this is live action, so it is definitely different than animation. However, I really bashed on this movie when it first was announced, when it was released. I never watched it until recently. And I can tell you, as a Kim Possible fan, I've been a fan for a lot of my life ever since, especially when I was younger. Um, so I'm technically an original fan. So I know the series pretty well. So this movie is pretty simple, at least the story. We do have a lot of newcomers, but we do have some familiar faces kind of sprinkled throughout, which is cool. We'll get to that. This movie is an hour and 26 minutes, so it's kind of the standard Disney Channel original movie runtime, pretty much. It's not a musical, however, there are some musical elements, such as the theme song at the beginning. There is some songs in the credits. And yeah, it's a great update to the original Kim Possible series. If you're looking at it, if you want like a lot of nostalgia, you'll get some of that. But if you want a continuation of the animated series, this is not really for you. This is more for people who are just getting into the Kim Possible mythos. Like, it's more for new fans, not so much the old generation, although obviously you'll enjoy it if you've been a lifelong fan. Um, so I really liked this. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was kind of cringy at some points. Like some of the action scenes were a bit, um, uh, kind of, they felt very over choreographed. But anyway, we do have some casting here. We have the new Kim Possible, played by Sadie Stanley. Honestly, she's not bad. She actually does a really well done job for the most part, especially the emotional moments. I think she carries those the best. And she has enough of the original Kim, like the original voice, Christy Romano. She has enough of her spunk, her feistiness, her attitude to carry the role. If they're gonna do a sequel, I think Sadie could do a lot better in the sequel. I think because now I don't know if they're gonna do a sequel, but if they are, I think she'd be great to continue being the new Kim Possible for the new fans. Because I think she does a great job with the action, especially great job with the dialogue. Um, I will say this Kim does feel a little bit too organized. She feels maybe too arrogant at some points. But for the most part, I thought she did a great job as the new version of Kim. If you're looking at it from a separate version of Kim, like the new version, the modern version, I think it's right in line with what you would expect, pretty much. We have Sean Jambroni as Ron Stoppable, the new version of Ron. I think he does a pretty great job. He feels a lot like Ron. He's got the look down pretty much. He doesn't have a ton to do in this film. He's kind of just like the sidekick to Kim. He does have a lot of funny scenes, but he's not really like a serious like part of this, I guess. It's more of Kim's story, and we'll get to the other character. But he does a pretty good job. The comedy is the best part of this film, in my opinion, and most of it comes from him, so it's pretty good for the most part. We do have a new character, Athena, who's played by Ciara Wilson. I don't want to spoil it necessarily, but she is new. She wasn't in the series. Her story kind of overlaps with Kim's. They kind of have to work together, and she's a big fangirl of Kim Possible. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, and she becomes like a new member of the team. So she's pretty cool. There's a major plot twist. If you know, you know. I probably will do a spoiler-filled review of this at some point. But yeah, for now, I'm not going to spoil it. Um, we do have, unfortunately, I feel like the possible brothers, Jim and Tim, they don't get a ton to do, so they're kind of just pushed to the back. They get a bit of a cameo. So does Doctor Possible, Kim's dad. He doesn't get a ton to do, which is a little bit disappointing. But Dr. Ann Possible, Kim's mother, is played by Allison Hannigan. She does a great job. She's not in it a ton either, but I think she does get some good moments. Honestly, I think the standout possible member other than Kim is actually the grandmother. I thought she was really well handled in this film. Like, she has kind of a cool interaction with Kim throughout the film, and she gives her a lot of great advice, which I was not expecting. A lot of the moments, the emotional scenes, are with Kim and her grandmother, which I thought was kind of cool. And she does have a dojo in her house, and she's very, like, martial arts savvy, so I thought that was neat as well. So yeah, all the possibles are very smart, very talented people, as you know, if you're a fan. Um, Shigo is in this film. She's played by Taylor Ortega. She has a lot of the sass. She has the costume down. She's got the attitude, the mannerisms of Shigo. She's pretty close to the series version. She's probably the closest to the actual show's version of Shigo, which I thought was cool. She had a lot of great one-liners, and unfortunately, she wasn't in the film that much. The same with Dr. Draken, Kim's arch nemesis, who is played by Todd Stashwick. He was fine. I felt like a lot of his dialogue was very cringeworthy, and it was just playing off of Shigo. Those two, they weren't in it as much as I wanted them to be, which is a little bit of a disappointment for sure. There are some problems with this film, like a lot of the action scenes feel very overdone, like very over choreographed, and there's a lot of CGI that doesn't look the greatest, like not the most polished, and some of the dialogue scenes are a little bit cringe, but overall, it's a pretty good update, honestly. I thought Todd Stashwick did a decent job as Dr. Draken. They gave him a good costume, decent lines. I think he did a good job with what he was given. I think the best parts of this film are the new theme song, which is sung by Sadie Stanley as Kim Possible. I think that was really fantastic. That song on its own is amazing. I wasn't expecting it to be that awesome, but it was. And also, there was another song, the Naked Mole Rap, which is a remix done by Sean Chambroni. And I thought that was really well done too. That was in the credits of the film. It wasn't in it, but there is a YouTube video of both the new theme song and the new Naked Mole Rap, which you can watch, and they're both really well done. Surprisingly, I thought they would be terrible, but no, they were good. And we do have some returning faces. If you're a fan of the original Kim Possible like I am, you'll recognize Nancy Cartwright as the voice of the new Rufus, who unfortunately isn't in it that much, but he does get some time to be cool, to be back on screen, to shine. So yeah, we get the new Rufus. Nancy Cartwright is back. We get Patton Oswalt, who reprises his role as Professor Dementor, one of Kim's many arch enemies. He's great. He's only in the beginning, so don't expect to see him through the whole thing. He is he's like in the major part of the beginning. So the big mission is in the opening, where that's like kind of the big kickoff to the film. So we get a lot of him in the beginning of the film. We get a lot of other references to other villains, such as Duff Killigan and Senior, which is cool. And I thought something that was really cringy but funny was Dr. Draken mentions Valinstagram, which I thought was really cringe, but it makes sense for Draken because he's always not with the times, so it kind of makes sense that he would join something stupid and ridiculous like that. So yeah, they made that a thing. My favorite part of this film is the cameo by Christy Romano, who is the original Kim Possible's voice actress, and she makes a cameo as Poppy Blue, a very fashionable pop singer. So that's cool. I thought that was really well done. Kim needs a ride to one of her missions, so she gets a ride from Poppy Blue, who turns out to be the original Kim Possible, which is really cool. And I love that scene. My second favorite, I guess my favorite callback, is when Kim and Athena are in her room, or in Kim's room, and Kim shows her mission gear, her old mission gear, and one of the parts is her original outfit, like the crop top with the cargo pants. That's awesome. I love that callback. She doesn't wear that suit in the movie, but it's just nice to know that um, the creators cared to call back to her original midriff bearing outfit, which was a big deal in the 2000s. So yeah, um, I think the costuming is all well done. The new Kim's outfit is pretty good. It's pretty faithful for the most part. I think it's cool. Wade does show up as well throughout certain points. And overall, it's not bad. I thought it was bad when it was first revealed. Honestly, I gave it a chance. I went in with positive attitude. I think if you're a new fan to Kim Possible, you're going to love this, especially if you love modern Disney Channel movies. If you are looking for nostalgia, there's some of it in here. If you're looking just a fun family movie, this is perfect. If you want something exact to the show, you probably don't want to watch this. This is not it. But if this leads to something else, that'd be nice. I think it's a great film. I give Disney's Kim Possible, the live action movie, I probably give it a 7 out of 10. 7.8 out of 10. I didn't have many problems with it. I do wish maybe some more villains were featured. Maybe a little bit more of the callbacks. I would have liked the other possibles to be featured a little bit more. The action could have been a little bit better, like more tightened, more professional, maybe just a tad bit. But overall, this is a great film. I really enjoyed it. I would probably watch it again, although I'm more likely to watch the show than this movie, but I think it's great overall. Kim Possible, not a bad movie. If you're looking for something to watch, you want something different, if you're new to the universe, or if you just want something fun for the family movie night, this is a great pick. So that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this. I will review my favorite episodes of the show and the show overall in due time. Thank you for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the live action Kim Possible in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it ruined your childhood? Or is it just fun? Let me know. Thank you so much for checking this out. I'll see you in the next review. Take care. Have an awesome day.